my job to inspect houses.
I locked someone in my garage. Not on accident. On purpose. While she was screaming. This woman, we'll call her Carol. She's on the HOA board. You know the type. Walks around the neighborhood like she's patrolling a prison yard. Writes people up for leaving their trash cans out 10 minutes too long. That kind of annoying. Anyway, Tuesday morning. I'm home, day off, just trying to have coffee in peace. Then I hear this noise from the garage. Metal scraping. Slow. Deliberate. And I'm thinking maybe the door's broken or something. I walk in there, and Carol is inside my garage. Not at the door. Inside. Going through my stuff. She's got this clipboard, and she's writing things down like she's inspecting a crime scene. I just freeze for a second because my brain can't even process what I'm looking at. This is my house. My garage. My tools she's touching. And she looks up at me, totally calm, not even startled, and goes, "Oh, good, you're here. This will just take a minute." Like I invited her in. Like breaking into someone's garage is just part of her Tuesday routine. Something in me just snaps. I don't yell. I don't argue. I just back out real slow, reach for the wall button, and the garage door starts coming down. She realizes what's happening and lunges for it. But she's too slow. Door shitch. Locks. Done. And that's when she absolutely lost her mind. Okay, so before I tell you what happened next, you need to understand who Carol is. She moved into the neighborhood about 2 years before me. And from what I've heard, she made it her personal mission to run the HOA like it's her own little kingdom. I'm talking about someone who will walk up to your house with a tape measure to make sure your mailbox is the exact regulation height. Someone who sent my neighbor across the street a violation notice because his truck was too commercial looking, even though it's just a regular pickup he drives to work. She's that person. When I first moved in, I thought maybe people were exaggerating. You know how it is. Everyone hates their HOA. I figured she was just strict, annoying but harmless. I was wrong. First month living here, I get a letter. Official HOA letterhead. Says my trash can was visible from the street for longer than the allowed time frame. I'm thinking, okay, I forgot to bring it in one night. My bad. Then another letter 2 weeks later. My truck was parked in the driveway overnight, and apparently that's a noise violation waiting to happen. Even though the truck was off. Just sitting there. I started noticing her walking past my house more than usual. Slowing down. Looking. Always with that clipboard. Other neighbors warned me. Told me she'd done this to almost everyone on the block at some point. One guy said she walked in his backyard once without asking. Said she was checking fence height compliance. But nobody ever did anything about it. They just paid the fines. Followed her rules. Stayed quiet. I should have seen this coming. Because Carol doesn't just enforce the rules. She makes them up as she goes. And this morning, she made the mistake of thinking my garage was part of her jurisdiction. The door shuts. Carol's inside. 3 seconds of silence. Then the banging starts. Not knocking, banging. Both fists. The whole door shakes. Open this door right now. I don't move. Just stand in my driveway, phone in hand. Heart pounding in my ears. She starts screaming. Not words at first. Just noise. Then it comes. This is HOA business. You can't do this. I'm calling the cops. You're going to pay thousands. I look across the street. My neighbor, the guy with the truck she hated, he's on his porch. Arms crossed. Not helping her. Not saying anything. Just watching. 2 houses down, someone else steps outside. Then another. The whole street heard it. Now, they're all standing there, waiting to see what happens when someone finally says no. Carol notices. Her voice gets louder. More desperate. I'm being held against my will. Somebody call 911. This man is crazy. I almost laugh. She didn't care about my will when she used that spare key, the one meant for emergencies, to walk into my garage like she owned it. I hear her inside, moving fast, panicking. Something crashes, then rattling. She's pulling the manual release. Over and over. Doesn't work. I locked it months ago. The rattling stops. Silence. Then her voice again. Different now. Softer. Fake calm. Okay. Let's talk about this. I was just doing my job. You understand, right? Just open the door. I'll leave. No fees. Nothing. We'll forget this happened. Now she wants to negotiate. I check my phone. The call I made 7 minutes ago. Right after I shut that door. 2 minutes out. I don't say a word. Just stand there, listening to her breathe through the metal. Her shoes scraping concrete, pacing back and forth. She has no idea what's coming. And honestly, I can't wait to see her face when they arrive. Sirens. Faint at first, then louder. Closer. Carol's shadow freezes under the garage door. Wait, what did you do? Did you call the police? Her voice cracks. Hi. Panicked. I don't answer. Just wait. The sirens hit my street. Red and blue lights flash across the houses. My neighbor's still on his porch. Smiling now. Small smirk. Like he's been waiting years for this. The patrol car stops in my driveway. Engine cuts. Lights keep spinning. Carol loses it. No. I'm with the HOA. I have authority. This is a misunderstanding. The deputy steps out. Older guy. Late 40s. Calm. Walks up like he's done this 1,000 times. He looks at me. Then the door. You the one who called? Yes, sir. Someone inside your garage? Yes, sir. Let herself in without permission. Refused to leave. He raises an eyebrow. Walks to the door. Knocks twice. Mom? Sheriff's department. You in there? Silence. Then Carol's voice. Different now. Controlled. Sweet. Well, thank God. Yes. This man locked me in. I was just doing an HOA inspection, and he, ma'am. The deputy cuts her off. Calm but firm. Why were you in this man's garage? Pause. I'm on the HOA board. We receive complaints. I was conducting a routine inspection. Did he give you permission? Longer pause. The HOA has emergency access rights. It's in the bylaws. The deputy looks at me. That true? I shake my head. No, sir. Never gave permission. No emergency. She just walked in. He nods. Turns back. Ma'am, how'd you get inside? Another pause. I can hear her thinking. I used a key. From the homeowner? No. From the property manager. For emergencies? For access purposes. The deputy writes. Silent. Then looks at me. You want to press charges? That moment. That choice. Let go. Let her leave embarrassed. Or make sure she never does this again. I glance at my neighbor. He gives the smallest nod. I look back at the deputy. Yes, sir. Eat dough. The second I say it, Carol explodes. What? You can't. This is ridiculous. I'm a board member. I have every right to inspect properties. This is abuse of power. The deputy doesn't flinch. Just keeps writing. Ma'am, I need you to calm down. Calm down. I'm the victim here. He locked me in a dark garage. I could have been, ma'am. His voice drops. Just enough. She stops. Right now, you're on private property without permission. That's trespassing. Cooperate. Or I add obstruction. Your choice. Silence. Just her breathing through the door. Fussed. Shallow. The deputy looks at me. You got a way to open this. I walk to the wall panel. Press the button. The garage door rolls up. Slow. Heavy. Light spills in. There's Carol, standing in the middle of my garage. Hair messed up. Face red. Makeup smudged. Clutching her clipboard like a shield. She sees the deputy. Her face changes. Scared. Caught. Officer, thank God. This man, ma'am, step outside. She doesn't move. Just stares. At him. At me. Mouth opens. Nothing comes out. Mom. Outside. Now. She walks forward. Slow. Like every step hurts. When she passes me, she stops. Leans close. You're making a huge mistake, she whispers. You have no idea what you just started. I step aside. Let her pass. The deputy walks her to the driveway. Starts questioning her. I catch pieces. How long were you inside? Did you announce yourself? Written authorization? Her answers get quieter. Shakier. Then a second patrol car arrives. I didn't expect that. A younger female deputy steps out. Walks to me. Sir, can I ask some questions? I tell her everything. The noise. Finding Carol. Closing the door. All of it. She listens. Then asks, any cameras? I remember. I installed one 3 months ago. I pull out my phone. Open the app. There it is. Carol. Clear as day. Looking around. Pulling out a key. Opening the door. Walking in. No HOA. I show the deputy. She watches twice. Can you send that to me? I do. 30 seconds later, her phone buzzes. She shows the other deputy. He watches. then looks at Carol. Her face when she realizes I have proof, priceless. That's out of context, ma'am, the first deputy says. You have the right to remain silent. Wait, anything you say can and will be used against you. He's reading her rights. Carol's face goes white. All the blood drains in 2 seconds. Wait, no, you can't arrest me. I'm on the HOA board. I was doing my job. This is insane. The deputy doesn't stop. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. This is a mistake. Tell them. She's pointing at me. Hands shaking. Tell them this is a misunderstanding. I stand there, arms crossed, silent. The deputy pulls out handcuffs. Ma'am, turn around. Hands behind your back. No. I have kids. I have a job. You can't do this over a stupid garage inspection. Mom, hand behind your back. Now, for a second, she looks like she'll run. Body tenses. Eyes dart to the street. The neighbors. The cars. But she doesn't. She just stands there, shaking, then slowly turns around. The cuffs click. The street goes dead quiet. Phone's out. Recording. This will be on the neighborhood Facebook by tonight. The deputy walks her to the patrol car. She's not fighting, not yelling, just stiff, mechanical. At the car, she stops, turns back. You're gonna regret this, she says. Voice flat, empty. The board's gonna bury you. The deputy guides her inside. Door shuts. She sits in the back seat, staring straight ahead. Blank. The younger deputy hands me a card. Come to the station later. Give a statement. Bring that video. Yeah, no problem. She pauses. You did the right thing. A lot of people would have let her walk all over them. Both cars leave. Lights flashing. I'm standing alone. Garage still open. Coffee mug still shattered inside. Neighbors start going back inside. One gives me a thumbs up. My neighbor, truck guy, crosses the street. Big grin. Man, I've been waiting 2 years for this. She made my wife cry over garden gnomes once. I laugh. Carol, apparently. Not anymore. He claps my shoulder. Thank you. You just did the whole street a favor. He leaves. I go inside, sit on the couch. It hits me. I just got someone arrested. My hands shake. Adrenaline dump. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. This is Jennifer with the HOA board. I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. What Carol did was unacceptable. Oh, we're removing her tonight. Effective immediately. Refunding every wrong fine. I lean back. Good to hear. We hang up. It's over. Actually over. The rest of the day feels weird. Like I'm in somebody else's life. I go to the station at 3. Give my statement. Show the video. Sign papers. The whole time, I'm waiting for someone to tell me I overreacted. That I messed up. Nobody does. The officer actually thanks me. You'd be surprised how many calls we get about this. People think HOA means they can do whatever they want. Walk into yards. Demand to see inside houses. He handed me a report copy. Says I'll probably testify if it goes to court. But Carol will likely take a plea deal. She'll have a record, though. That usually makes people think twice. I leave feeling lighter. When I get home, there's a group in my driveway. My neighbors. All of them. Just waiting. I get out. The truck guy steps forward. We wanted to say thanks. For what? For standing up to her. She's been making this neighborhood miserable for years. Nobody ever fought back. The woman 2 doors down nods. She fined me $300 because my mailbox was the wrong shade of black. The corner couple speaks up. She made us rent a storage unit for our RV. $200 a month. One by one, they share stories. And I realize Carol wasn't just strict. She was a bully. You did something we should have done a long time ago, truck guy says. I nod. Happy to help. They leave. Truck guy hangs back. You okay? That was intense this morning. Yeah, I think I am. Good. Because there's an HOA meeting tonight. 7 o'clock. And someone nominated you for the board. Istare. What? Jennifer called after she talked to you. Said the board needs people who actually care. Not power trippers like Carol. I don't know anything about running an HOA. Neither did Carol. Look how that turned out. He grins. Just think about it. He leaves. I stand in my driveway, staring at the garage. Door closed. Locked. Everything back to normal. Except it's not. This morning, I was just a guy trying to drink coffee. Now I'm the guy who stood up to the HOA. I check my phone. 5:30. Meetings in 90 minutes. Part of me wants to say no. Keep my head down. Stay invisible. But the part that closed that garage door says go. Not for power. To make sure nobody else deals with someone like Carol again. I stand up. Head inside. Might as well see what happens. The clubhouse is packed. Every chair taken. People along the walls. I walk in. The room goes quiet. Heads turn. Some smile. Some stare. Truck guy waves me over. Save me a seat. Told you, he whispers. Everyone's here because of what happened. Jennifer stands at the front table. Let's get started. First, what happened this morning with Carol? Dead silence. As of 4 o'clock, Carol has been removed from a board. Permanently. She violated a homeowner's rights and the trust of this community. Clapping. Then the whole room erupts. Jennifer holds up her hand. I also want to apologize. We should have stepped in sooner. We didn't take your complaints seriously enough. Moving forward, we're making real changes. Full review of every fine Carol issued. If wrongly charged, you get refunds. Plus interest. More clapping. Second, we're rewriting the access policy. No board member enters private property without written permission. No exceptions. Your property is your property. The room cheers. Third, we need new board members. 2 open positions. People who actually care. She looks right at me. We'd like to nominate our newest homeowner. The one who reminded us today what standing up looks like. Oh no. Every head turns toward me. I freeze. Mouth dry. You don't have to answer now, Jennifer says. But we need people like you. Truck guy elbows me. Say something. I stand. Legs shaky. I appreciate it. Really. But I barely know how HOA work. Jennifer smiles. That might make you perfect for the job. People laugh. I look around. All these faces. People who dealt with Carol for years. Too scared to fight back. I think about this morning. Pressing that button. Making the choice. Okay, I say. I'll do it. The room explodes. Clapping. Cheering. I sit down. Heart racing. Welcome to the board, man, truck guy says. The meeting continues. 2 others nominated. Budget talk. Landscaping. Normal stuff. But the energy's different. People participating. Asking questions. Nobody's scared anymore. After, Jennifer catches me in my car. This morning. Were you scared? Even a little. I think about it. No. I was just done. Done letting people like her think they can do whatever they want. She nods. That's exactly who we need. Driving home, I pass Carol's house. Lights off. Driveway empty. Part of me feels bad. But mostly I just feel free. 3 days later, my phone rings. Unknown number. Hello. Is this the homeowner on Maple Street? Man's voice. Professional. Yeah. Who's this? Richard. Carol's attorney. My client would like to speak with you. Off the record. I sit up. About what? She'd like to apologize. Discuss a resolution that doesn't involve criminal charges. I almost laugh. She wants to apologize? Now. Yes. She realizes she made a mistake. She'd like to make things right. I stare at the ceiling. Fine. When? Tomorrow. 2 o'clock. My office. I'll be there. Next day. Small office building downtown. 3rd floor. The door opens. Carol walks out. She looks different. Smaller. No clipboard. No sunglasses. Hair in a ponytail. Jeans and sweater. Normal. She sees me. Stops. Takes a breath. Thank you for coming. I nod. Richard gestures us into his office. We sit. Carol across from me. Silence. Awkward. Tense. Finally, she speaks. I'm sorry. I wait. I'm sorry for entering your garage. For going through your things. For everything. Her hands shake. I was wrong. Completely wrong. I lean forward. Why'd you do it? She looks down. Because nobody ever stopped me before. There it is. I've been on that board 3 years. Every time I pushed harder, people just let me. Paid fines. Followed rules. Even made up ones. I started believing I actually had that power. You didn't. I know that now. Her eyes are red. I lost everything. My position. My reputation. My friends. I'm probably getting a criminal record. Yeah, you are. Richard clears his throat. My client will plead guilty. No trial. but she's hoping you'll agree to a deal. What deal? Drop the charges. She resigns permanently. Issues a written apology. Paye $5,000 restitution. I blink. 5,000 to drop charges? Yes. I sit back. Think. 5,000 is a lot of money. But something feels wrong. What if I say no? Trial. 6 months jail. Criminal record. Civil lawsuit. I look at Carol. She's staring. Waiting. Hoping. And I realize. She's not sorry she did it. She's sorry she got caught. No, I say. Her face drops. What? No deal. I'm not dropping the charges. But why? I apologized. I'm offering money. I stand. I want you to understand actions have consequences. Real ones. Not just fines you can pay away. I do understand. No, you lost your position. Your power. But you didn't learn anything. I look at Richard. Tell her to plead guilty and accept what the judge decides. No deals. I head for the door. Wait. Please. I have kids. A job. If I get record. I stop. Turn. You should have thought about that before you walked into my garage. I leave. 2 months later, I'm in my garage. Door wide open. Sun streaming in. Organizing tools. The camera's still up. Red light blinking. I thought about taking it down. Decided to keep it. Just in case. A car pulls up. Truck guy. Hand me a coffee. Thought you could use this. We stand there. Silent. Just looking at the garage. You hear about Carol? He asks. No. What happened? Pleaded guilty last week. 6 months probation. Community service. Permanent restraining order from the neighborhood. She can't come back? Nope. Not even a drive-through. She tries straight to jail. I nod. Take a sip. How do you feel about it? I think. Honestly, I don't feel anything. It's just over. Good. He clinks his coffee. You did the right thing. Not taking that deal. He leaves. I keep organizing. My phone buzzes. Jennifer. Board meeting Tuesday. 7 p.m. I text back. I'll be there. Everything's in place now. Tools on the wall. Boxes stacked. Truck parked right. This is my space. My property. Mine. Footsteps behind me. The woman from 2 doors down. Hey. Sorry to bother you. Just wanted to say something. Yeah. I've lived here 5 years. The last 3, I've been miserable. Constantly worried what Carol would find wrong next. She pauses. Smiles. But now, I'm not worried. None of us are. Because of you. I just did what anyone should have done. No, what someone should have done. Big difference. She leaves. I'll let it sink in. The neighborhood actually feels like a neighborhood now. People talk. Wave. Shah. Nobody's looking over their shoulder. Nobody's scared. I go inside. Grab another coffee. Sit down. My phone buzzes. News alert. Local HOA board member sentenced for trespassing incident. I read it. They don't use my name. Just the homeowner. But Carol's name. Full name. Photo. Everything. Comments brutal. People sharing their own HOA horror stories. I close the app. This was never about revenge. Never about humiliation. It was about drawing a line. Making sure people knew where it was. I finish my coffee. Lean back. Close my eyes. For the first time in a long time, I feel completely at peace. 3 weeks later. Hardware store. Buying new locks. A woman behind me. Mid-40s. Frustrated. Excuse me. You live in Maple Meadows, right? I saw you at the meeting. Yeah. I just moved in. Already got a violation. Grass too long. She shakes her head. Is it always like this? I smile. Not anymore. What do you mean? Come to the board meeting. Tuesday. 7 o'clock. You'll see. I pay. Head of my car. I think about that morning. Metal scraping. Carol in my garage. That moment changed everything. Not just for me. For the whole neighborhood. Sometimes, all it takes is one person to say no. One person to stand up. One person to close the door and make the call. I pull into my driveway. Park. Get out. The garage door's closed. Locked. Safe. And that's exactly how it's going to stay.